Hi guys, it's Mango and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to go through Johnny Depp's recent filmography and if he's actually having a Hollywood comeback. That's what a lot of media outlets are going with. They are headlining Johnny Depp's Hollywood comeback. Is that true? Let's find out. Starting off with one of the biggest news outlets, Variety. Johnny Depp returns to Hollywood as Day Drinker starts filming. Now, let's start off with clarifying that Johnny has been making movies. So, saying that he's coming back to Hollywood is also associating with, oh, he's making movies again. He's not. For those who don't know, Johnny has been busy making independent movies, mainly in Europe, and they have been exceptional movies. Both of them have premiered at the biggest film festivals in the world and won critics and audiences by storm. They got excellent reviews. The first Johnny made Jean du Barry, which is an amazing movie. I also made a movie review about it. I'm going to leave the link below in the description box if you want to watch it. I highly recommend you do. It's an amazing movie. He also had his second directorial debut for his own movie, which had its first premiere and opened the Cannes Film Festival last year. The movie Modi 3 Days on the Wing of Madness. It is based on a true story and it was also an amazing movie, great directing by Johnny, and he has been taking the world by storm with the movies that made his career, independent movies. He was focusing on that, so Hollywood wasn't really on his set of list, which is something that he also said at the press conference in Cannes last year. He really didn't mind being involved in Hollywood because he was making the movies that he always wanted to make. Yay! Starting off with this beautiful headline by one of the biggest news outlets, Variety. It states Johnny Depp returns to Hollywood as Day Drinker starts filming. They highlighted that it's a Lionsgate production, which is huge. Lionsgate is one of the biggest production companies in the world, and they have made some of the greatest movies ever. So Lionsgate drops first look at Thriller co-starring Penelope Cruz and Madeline Klein. Now, why is this so significant? And how does this also show us that, yes, Johnny is making a comeback to Hollywood? Because not only is he making a movie with other Oscar winners for one of the biggest movie production companies in the world, but Lionsgate themselves chose Johnny to promote and give the first look at their upcoming movie. Lionsgate trusted that they will sell their movie using Johnny Depp's character as the front liner of promotions as the first look into the movie. Now let's give a little look at this beautiful image of Johnny Depp's character in The Day Drinker. This was on set. They are currently filming it. I can't wait to watch it. I love Penelope Cruz and Johnny Depp, and I know they're very, very good friends. They've made some amazing movies together, just like Blow and Pirates of the Caribbean 4. There are rumors that Johnny Depp is being asked to reprise his role as Captain Jack Sparrow for the upcoming Pirates of the Caribbean movie. Nothing has been confirmed, so we can't get too excited. But honestly, does Disney deserve Johnny back? Absolutely not. Do the fans do? Yes. But back to the first look of Day Drinker. What a difference. I love the suit, the hair, the grey beard. That's Johnny, and I do think he's got blue eye contacts here. I can't wait to watch it. Johnny Depp handpicks his movies, and they are great. Now, Johnny Depp has 2 upcoming movies. As you can see, one is a day drinker, which is in production, and the second is the carnival at the end of days. Both of them are involve Oscar-winning actors and some of the biggest movie productions in the world. But before we get into that, let's start off with the headline that is associated with the day drinker. In this article, as it states here, Lionsgate has started production on Day Drinker, sharing a first look image at Johnny Depp as he makes his return to Hollywood following high profile legal battles with ex wife Amber Heard. Very interesting. I do think it's going to take a bit longer for Johnny to escape having his name associated with Amber in news outlets and amongst the people, but I don't always view it as a negative because it is also positive. That's what we should all take from it. He won one of the biggest legal battles that have ever been televised, and he got his justice, and that is what this image and his upcoming movies show to the world. It has also taken the Daily Mail by storm with this very interesting headline: Hollywood icon looks unrecognizable in new film role as fans praise his silver fox look. Where is the Hollywood icon's name? This could literally be a handful of other actors. I don't know why they chose to not put his name in the title, if it was the writer or the editor's fault. But we are overlooking that because in the first two sentences, they explain that they're talking about Johnny Depp. Hollywood icon Johnny Depp looks unrecognizable in his role for Day Drinker, and fans have gone into overdrive over the transformation. They also highlight that Lionsgate has dropped a first look image of Depp's character, with the actor now sporting silver looks, and all the good stuff. Now, this is huge, and I want to clarify that again because, as we said, the movie involves two other huge actors, but they chose Johnny Depp. Obviously, Johnny Depp is one of the greatest actors of all time. That's also been quoted by Marlon Brando, who's considered the greatest actor of all time. He said that Johnny Depp is the best actor of his generation. So I think that yes, he does deserve to be the first look of any movie. But I do find it funny how the Daily Mail titled this article. They also posted the image of Johnny looking very handsome and dapper. I love the association photos they chose. Very classy by the Daily Mail. And they proceed to quote fans. That's a lovely photo of Johnny. They could have put that, but okay. They post some of the tweets by the Deppheads. Shout out to any Deppheads who see their tweets. Comment below if you see your tweet. First look, this is by Johnny Depp Files. First look at Johnny Depp and Day Drinker. Grindelwald vibes. I absolutely agree. Johnny Depp absolutely rocking the silver fox look during filming of A Day Drinker. This movie is going to be amazing. I absolutely agree. They added many, many tweets and also added a quote from Johnny Depp's press conference at Cannes, which you can find on my YouTube channel. I will leave the link below. They did ask him if he felt boycotted by Hollywood, and he said, "You'd have to not have a pulse to feel like, no, none of this is happening. It's a weird joke." When you're asked to resign from a film you're doing because of something that is merely a function of vowels and consonants floating in the air, yes, you feel boycotted. He did add, "I don't feel boycotted by Hollywood because I don't think about Hollywood." I love it. As I said, I don't think he even considered his career over. I think that he knew what he wanted to do, and I don't think that Hollywood would have given him the freedom to create the artwork and the movies that he made um, during his break from Hollywood. So I'm really glad that he had the opportunity to make such amazing movies. Another great headline by a very big news outlet: Johnny Depp and Penelope Cruz Day Drinker unveils first photo for added cast of Lionsgate. I love how they always highlight that it's a Lionsgate production. And 30 West pick. I also heard that Johnny Depp's production team is producing the movie, so it's going to be Ink 2, which is going to be great. There have been some paparazzi pics from the set, and I don't usually like looking at paparazzi photos, but I really want to watch Johnny back in action. So here is one of them. Here is Johnny Depp on the set of The Day Drinker, looking absolutely fabulous. He looks amazing. Of course, Johnny would have a cigarette in his hand. He's gone full Johnny Depp when the cameras are closed and they're on a break. Here's another photo from the set. It looks like they must be going to a different location and they want everyone to be safe. And here's another photo as well, behind the scenes of the making of The Day Drinker with Johnny Depp. Very excited. Now, the second movie that Johnny Depp is making his Hollywood comeback with is The Carnival at the End of Days. Now, this movie is still in development, but it is making headlines because not only because of Johnny Depp's comeback in a big Hollywood production movie, but it's because Johnny Depp is going to be co-starring with Jason Momoa. Now, for those who might not know, Jason Momoa was associated with the Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard trial as he co-starred with Amber Heard while making Aquaman. And Johnny Depp had a very strong involvement in Amber Heard's casting, as we saw during the trial. So there was always the gossip and headlines of, oh, is Jason Momoa pro Johnny Depp or pro Amber Heard? But throughout the trial, for those who might, he did follow Johnny Depp whilst the trial was ongoing and live streaming online, which did show that Jason Momoa did support Johnny during the trial. And now they're going to be co-starring together along with Adam Driver, a brilliant actor, and I can't wait to see him star with Johnny Depp. The movie's going to be directed by Terry Gilliam, who also worked with Johnny Depp on the movie Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, another major classic, and I hope the upcoming movie is going to be equally as good. So, after reviewing the headlines and the upcoming movies that Johnny Depp is currently filming and are in development, is this Johnny Depp's big Hollywood comeback? Yes, it is quite clear that big filmmaking production companies aren't associating Johnny as bad press. They're using him to promote their upcoming movies, and they know that he's got a very big fan base. And people just love watching him because he's an amazing actor. Now, although this is very positive for Johnny, and we are all excited to see him in these upcoming movies, and yes, this is his big return to Hollywood, would Johnny Depp care? Probably not. As he said, he doesn't think about Hollywood. And I personally believe that Johnny doesn't need Hollywood, but Hollywood really does need Johnny Depp because most Hollywood movies nowadays are not doing very well in the box office or on streaming. They're mostly recycled ideas with not the greatest of actors. I do really believe that Hollywood needs class like Johnny Depp and talent as Johnny Depp. And I can't wait to watch his upcoming movies. And that means movie premieres, more press, and just a lot more Johnny Depp screen time and headline. Thank you so much for watching. Comment below what you think. Is this Johnny Depp's comeback? Are you excited? And which movie you can't wait to see? Please tune in on my channel for all the latest movie premieres, red carpet appearances, actors, directors, awards, everything. Like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one.